Hey everyone, I'm back. Don't be startled by the brows. So today is episode 7 of Nailedit, but it is my first episode that I am attending. So this is a series that was started by Lexi Jong, and I'll pop a picture up here. If you haven't checked out Lexi's channel, you really should. So she's so informative. I told her the other day I could sit there and listen to you educate me on brushes all day long. Like, she's so detailed, so informative. And she started this series, which is a series where we are presented with a photo and we have to see if we can nail it or if we're gonna fail it. So I will pop a picture of the look right here for you to see real quick. Hence why I went ahead and did my complexion and my brows, because a girl ain't got brows this thick. So I was like, let's just get this brow out the way. But I feel like what's the most complex is definitely going to be the eye look. So if that sounds like something you're interested in, then keep on watching. But before we go, comment, like, subscribe. Let's get to it. So I already feel weird. One, because I don't have on earrings, because I don't see any earrings in the photo. And two, these brows. But I'll pop the photo throughout the video as I'm creating, just in and out as I'm creating the look. So in this series, it is a series with multiple women, and I'll have all their channels linked down below. They're all great creators. They're all worth checking out, and we are all doing the same look. And if you're a content creator and you want to recreate the look, just go ahead. You can create it. You can tag Lexi on it. I'll have the hashtag of what you need to use should you choose to recreate the look down below. And I just want to thank Lexi for the opportunity. So let's get to it. So the only rule is you can't buy anything new. You have to use something you already have. Well, thank goodness that Aileen started dipping into color, because I think I might have everything I need. So for the yellows and corals in her eyes, I'm gonna use, the Natasha Denona Sunrise. And for the greens and blues, I'm gonna go with Metropolis. And just in case I feel the yellow in the Sunrise is not opaque enough for the yellow I'm looking for, I did pull out my Ofra Cosmetics Leora collab palette for the yellow. So it does appear it is an all matte look. So let's start with the eyes. Honestly, I should have done my eyes before I did my complexion, but it's okay. Let's get to it. I don't even know where to start, but I'm gonna start, since it is an all matte look, but it appears she has some shimmer up here. I'm gonna start with the shimmer, and I'm gonna use the highlighter Cookie from Benefit from the Cheek Stars palette. So I'm gonna use Cookie, which is this one right here. There you go. So in the photo, it appears that she only has it in the arch, the high arch of the brow. So that is where I placed it. I honestly don't even know if to start in the inner corner or the outer corner, but I think I'm gonna start with the yellow. So I'm gonna go with a flat packing brush into this yellow. Pray for me. Is that yellow enough? I'm not sure. in the photo, it does appear like the yellow is blended out towards the brow. So I'm gonna use a Refer 13 to buff this yellow out. There we go. Next, it looks like a corally color with a pink. So I'm gonna try this shade, and this is Jasper. And the first shade I did with the Natasha was Citrine. So next I'm going with, this is a crown like pencil brush. So I'm gonna go with Jasper, which is that corally shade, and just place it and then blend. And this is all the way up to the brow. But I'm gonna place it and flick it outward. It looks like a hot mess. Trust the process. I hope. So then with the same Refer 13, I'm gonna try to buff these two together. But I'm gonna get some more Jasper and tap it off. Then I'm gonna dip back into Citrine. And buff this line out of where we placed the color. I'm gonna dip into Jasper and Citrine. Like, I went into this thinking, if I start from the inner corner and flick outward, I'm hopeful that all the colors will just blend together. But it's a lot harder than it looks. So I believe the next shade is like a pink color. I'm just gonna go with this shade right here, which is Glory. This one right here. It was harder to blend when I used the pencil brush. So I don't think I'm going to do that. I'm going to use a mini smudger brush and go into that Glory color. But this girl had like perfect lids in the picture. Like, she didn't have okay, it's leaving a harsh line and I'm trying to, but she didn't look like she had any little wrinkles or crevices or anything on her lids. She had young lids, not 37-year-old lids. And then clean off my brush and go back in with Jasper, that corally shade, and flick inward just a little bit across that harsh line. Clean off my brush and go back into Glory. I got a smaller smudger brush. It's a little smaller than the Refer, like it's fluffier, but not as dense as the Refer. And I believe this is a Luxie brush. It is Luxie 237. I'm gonna flick in the Jasper and kind of just buff this out. Blend, blend, blend. That's what this eye look is honestly all about. What do you guys think so far? I'm really trying. I really think I have to blend this Jasper color into the yellow more. That's looking a little better. Okay, so until we do the lower lash line, I think it's time to move on to Metropolis. So with the Metropolis palette, it's like a blue going into, so like the blue is here and then the green. I think for me, what will be more difficult will be the shape, the round shape, because I usually do a more like pointed shape. I feel the shade Symbol from Metropolis is like a blue green, and then we can go with this one right here, which is Royal, and then do that smoked out green. What I'm not sure about is the blue with the pink is what created the purple, or if there is a purple, but I don't think this pink is pink enough to give a purple. So I'm thinking I should dip into my Queen palette to this shade right here, Majesty, and do the purple. That's what I'm gonna do. And I just cleaned all these brushes. I'm gonna have to clean them all again. So I'm gonna dip into Majesty. And just do a little purple before the blue. And up here, all the shades went like, and we're gonna buff it. Oops. Then I'm gonna buff it, nothing on it, a BK Beauty 202. Okay, there it is. I'll probably, after I do the blue, pack a little purple just so you see that oomph of purple. But we'll see. So this is just the small buffing brush that I used with the purple and with the pink, I believe it was, or the coral. And I didn't add any shadow to it. I just want to buff where these are blending or meeting. It's looking so crazy, but I'm trusting the process. I think it's coming out, and we gotta do some packing and some blending. So what I did is I used like a packing brush, but it's like oval. The tip is oval, and that's kind of what I use to guide me for the shape out here. So now I'm just packing on the color to give it that intensity. I'm not worried that I brought it a little down because we got to do the lower lash line. But I think it's coming together now. Let me get, what did I use for the purple? I think I used this one. So I'm gonna use that Majesty and this Regal shade right here. Regal and Majesty, kind of mix them together. I'm gonna flick it outward because since that blue is darker, I feel like I could pack that on to try to hide the purple some, but so that the purple is still there. So I'm gonna clean off my brush and then flick the purple, the line into the purple and the blue, and just blend that out. Yes. Okay, we're getting somewhere. We'll figure the other eye out later. I keep going back and forth, but. So next I'm gonna dip into the royal color that I showed you, which is this one, this green right here from Metropolis. And I'm going to start in the blue and kind of just buff that green outward, because that green didn't look too intense. That's what looks more buffed out. Like, hello, I'm here, I'm green, but it wasn't as potent as the blue, in my opinion. These Nailedit series are all like your interpretation of the look. I almost dipped into the wrong shade. I would have ruined the whole thing. Okay, so now that we got that green, I'm gonna pack on a little more of that blue. Because I'm dipping in one palette and holding another one, I almost keep dipping in the purple. Pay attention, Aileen. do want to go back into the purple lightly. Right here. So I'm gonna add a little bit more of the blue shade, and then I'm gonna blend again with the green. So I only added a little bit of green to the brush, and I'm gonna just do the same thing I did before. Keep just packing that color. Here we go. It's coming out how I want it. So next I'm gonna go into Lethal, which is this lighter green shade, just to do the edges. So I'm going to use the BK Beauty Tool 7 with that lighter green, just to soften up that green around the edges, so you can tell it's indeed green. Because I feel like that green mixed with the blue kind of just looks like a blended out blue. Okay, here you go. That's the look. I'm gonna add some more of that cookie shade at the top, the highlighter. And then for the lower lash line, I'm gonna start with the dark green. And then I'm gonna go into the dark blue. The purple.
Next, I'm going to do the coral.
And then the pink, where those meet. Do some more coral. Then I'm gonna go back into the green. I don't feel I brought it down enough. There you go. And then the blue. And back into the purple. Next, I'm gonna go into the yellow shade. Add a little more in the inner corner. And bring it to the lower lash line. Okay, you guys. So here is the eye look. Let me go ahead and finish this eye and I will be right back. Okay, my camera got cut off. So I came back, did my other eye, came back. I did put the blue, the Charlotte Tilbury, the Magic Liner Duo. I used the metallic blue on the bottom waterline, and I used the one size. This is the Point Made, the black pencil, for my upper waterline. And I was saying how I don't wear falsies, so I don't have any. And then I did have some, and apparently you're not supposed to throw them out after you use them once. That goes to show how much I don't wear them. And now we're going in with the Marc Jacobs at Lashed. She does have a lot of mascara on her lower lashes. So, and to make them like extremely long. I don't know. Yeah, you can see how long those are. Like, we made them look like falsies. Okay, so here's the eye look. So I did add mascara, the blue waterline. I think we got it. So now let's move on to the rest of the look. So I feel that her cheek color is like a corally neutral color, but she has like a bam highlight. So I'm gonna go in, and she did have some highlight in her nose. So with the same highlighter, that Cookie, I'm gonna do the nose. She also did have it like right here, the bridge of the nose. And then like, oh boy, but her facial structure is so different than mine. So she had it like into her cheek, like it was into her blush. I think I should do the blush first. So I'm gonna go into, this is the Wayne Goss, the Weightless Veil palette, and this is in Coral Rose. She didn't look very bronzy to me, so I didn't do bronzer like Aileen would normally do. I feel like her cheeks were kind of chiseled out with her blush. So that's what I did. Now we're gonna add this blingy highlighter, focusing it here, because that's where I feel it was, mostly here, and then blend it outward. Okay. Highlight. Shine bright like a diamond. You guys know I don't usually do a lot of highlights. So it was like, whoa, for me. So when I zoomed into the picture, like her lips are like crusty. Honestly, if you pause the video and zoom into the picture, somewhere, her lips are crusty. That's how they would have looked had I had the Dior that I returned. So I don't have like that color in a lip liner, but I do have it in like this Wet n Wild eyeliner that I would put in my waterline back in the day when we were going to the office and you wanted to look awake. And I also have in the description box the Instagram handle of the makeup artist that created the look. That looks so bad. So then I have this Nude 3 from KKW. It is way too light. For me, and does give me crusty lips. So I thought it'd be perfect. So there you go. So I will post a picture and you tell me what you think. Did I nail it? Or did I fail it? Let me know what you guys think. Ladies, thank you so much for doing this with me. Lexi, thank you so much for letting me join you guys. Until next time, don't forget, we're all perfectly imperfect. Bye.